Vinyl hat Sturgit and the boondoggle Nurgit, y'all. Slow Boon Slaying coming at you with another Shadow of the Erdtree guide here. All right, I'm going to show you what I'm using for this fight, and this is the Erdtree, or the Scadutree avatar fight that we're doing. I'm using a little bit of protection spells here, right? And you can see right there, protection of the Erdtree is huge. Black Flame protection, just in case it gets me with anything from the flame side. It really doesn't have much. Flame grant me strength because I'm doing a lot of flame damage, and that's what I'm going to recommend here. I'm doing Ice Spear because ice does a lot of damage to the regular Erdtree avatars that we've seen before, and then flame damage does too. Now, I'm running in there with Rolana's Twin Blades. That is the key to this, right? I want you to buff everything up. I'm also running Bestial Vitality for the healing properties as well, so make sure you have that on too. I'm running my Mimic tier because the Mimic really slaps so hard in this, and he's going to be doing what you're doing too, right? He's going to mimic you, so that's the whole point, right? Make sure you get in there and you summon your Mimic and you start the dodge process. The Scadutree is going to really come at you with those thorns and blood loss the shit out of you. If you do have those relieving boluses for the blood loss, that helps a ton too, because you're going to get blood loss a lot. I didn't have them. Make sure you're using Erdtree Heal, because Erdtree Heal is amazing for you and the Mimic, right? And then I was also using a lot of Flame of Frenzy, because as you can see, the damage that is being done to him with the flame spells and just flame damage in general is ruinous. It is the key to beating the avatar, right? It really is. This tree avatar in particular is very, very weak to fire damage. So if you can get your Mimic casting Unrelenting Fury or any of the Madness spells, I'm a big Madness guy. Like I said, I have a lot of faith in my build. I've maxed faith, in fact, right? And that's what's great about this sword with Rolana's. You will go through each of these enemies. It is a 3-boss fight, right? So that is crazy. You got 3 boss bars, you got 3 separate bosses that come in, but you get some fantastic shit from this battle, and it is one of the most fun battles I've had in a very long time. Super hard, right? Extremely hard, but I loved it. The damage this thing puts out, the Scadutree, or the Scadutree avatar, if I can say it right, is incredible. I'm also using the Fingerprint Shield, and I'm using the Talisman, the new Great Shield Talisman that does basically damage negation while blocking. So even if you take damage while you're in guard form, it does a shitload of damage negation. But the key to beating this thing really is your L2 or your special move on the Twin Moon Blade that does the fire damage. It's the flame move, right? The fire stance that he has with that is just incredible. You're also going to probably want to use some pretty heavy poise armor. I mean, you can go in there light and just get the dodges real easy, and the Fingerprint Shield will help there. But if you use heavy armor, you'll be able to tank some of that. So I'm using some pretty heavy armor as well here. I'm using the, I forget what this one's called. It's basically the Dark Knight set from the very start of the, I'll put it in the comments here after the video, but it's the Dark Knight set from the start of Shadow of the Erdtree that you get kind of from the first little mausoleum that you fight at. All right, so this is the final boss here, and again, same basic strat. You're going to want to get in on him, try and get around to the back of him, dodge those thorns when he's throwing them at you, and throw that fire stance while you're in your stance, your L2 or your special stance for the fire move that he throws, right? It's like a wall of flame. It really looks like Zakai no Tachi from Bleach, man. It's like the head captain's move. It's insane. I love it so much. And I have a very high strength faith build, so it works very well with my build, right? But I'm telling you right now, this sword is ruinous to the Scadutree avatar, and you get some fantastic shit. Like, I am just roll dodging as much as possible. When I can pull out the Fingerprint Shield and do my guard, that is key. But right now, I'm just trying to get the win, so it's all dodges, all heals. And if you can hold off on your flasks until the very last fight, that is key. That is how I got this done. I had all my flasks for the fight. I was only using incantation heals, the Erdtree heal specifically. This is going to ruin you. That holy move that he does is incredibly powerful. So if you can pull out your shield and get the guard on and have that the Great Shield damage negation talisman on, that will absolutely ruin him. It's incredible, man, what that Great Shield incantation, you see, took me down to the end of my life. It's incredible what that does, though. Legend felled! Bin doggle on the hoople tack tack shebang! Bang a lig ding da bum bum ba lang ding! Oh, got him! Jesus, that was such a fight, though. Such an incredible brawl. And I'm really happy that, you know, I got through this one and I went and got the spell that he actually gives out. He gives out that holy spell that he was doing, where he literally shoots projectiles all over you, and it's way better than the Erdtree projectile. Sorry, it's an incantation. The incantation that the holy Erdtree kind of homing missile thing does, it's way better than that. It's an incredible incantation, and I think it's wonderful. Now, the weapon is kind of a gimmicky blah weapon, in my opinion. It's the actual sunflower head, and you can smash them with it, and it's fun, but it's a little bit of a gimmicky, like, come on, man. The move is really cool. The move does great damage, but the scaling, in my opinion, is not very high scaling for what it's giving you, right? It's not going to get to a tier S. So I think it should be a tier S weapon they're giving you, especially for a 3-phase boss. Like, that is incredible. But yeah, make sure that you're running the protection of the Erdtree heal, Flame Get Me Strength if you're doing the flame build like I'm doing. The Rolana's Twin Moon Blade is the key to beating this enemy with regard to my strategy. So if you have enough intellect, strength, and faith to run that, that is the way to go. I, again, recommend high strength, and I recommend an incredible faith build, too, on it, because it will ruin this Scadutree avatar. Crazy fight. You get America's Rune, which is incredible for this, and then you also get the remembrance of the Scadutree avatar. So there you have it, guys. That is my video and my guide on beating the Scadutree avatar. Please fell this legend, and please like and subscribe. Bubble and babble dang a doo. Slow boons laying out on the Bibble Dap.